In this box, I have what I think is a world exclusive. Sudu, I hope that's how you pronounce it, kind of sounds like the Netflix team, have sent me their first ever pair of football boots. And in this video, I'm going to do an unboxing, give you my first impressions, as well as give you a sizing guide. So starting off with the unboxing, it comes in this bright blue cardboard box. There's not much to it. It's got the Sudu logo on it, but that's pretty much it. But we're interested in what's inside the box. So opening it up, before we get to the boots, we have to see the accessories, right? So like most top-end boots, it will come with a drawstring bag with, again, the Sudu logo on it. Nothing too much to it, nothing too special, but it's pretty, like, always handy to have these with you, you know, so you can just carry your boots about rather than having them just carrying dirty boots in your hand, really. So yeah, and then along with the bag, there's a little surprise inside. It also comes with a shoehorn to help you get your boots on. So maybe these will come in handy, just not necessarily with these boots, but like other boots as well. So yeah, this is actually quite a big shoehorn. This is probably the biggest shoehorn I've ever got with a football boot, but I'm not complaining. Even has this like little divot in it for your thumb, I guess, so you can get a little bit of leverage and like grip when you're putting your shoehorn in. But yeah, pretty cool. And then the moment you've been waiting for, the boots themselves. I'm pretty sure this is the only kind of video on these boots that is on, maybe on any kind of platform, YouTube, wherever. I'm probably one of the first people to actually try these boots out, so that's pretty cool as well. Always dreamed of like being one of the people to get exclusive boots, and here I am living the dream. But let's actually talk about the boots themselves. So this is the SFS FG01 Plus from Sudu. Now in terms of price, these cost £195. However, if you actually go on Sudu's website, there's a little pop-up that comes up that you need to like fill in or sign up to the emailing list, and you get 20% off your first offer. So, you know, 20% off £195 is what, £156, something like that. So let's talk about the, first of all, the like just overall design of the boot itself. So I went with the blackout colorway because I just, you know, I liked to have the ones that are available. There's also a light blue one, and there's this kind of like orangey gold one as well that goes really well with the Wolves kit. But yeah, I went with the blackout one because it just looked the best to me. But let's actually talk about the tech of the boot. So Sudu classified this boot as a speed boot, and it's very evident from the sole plate. It is extremely aggressive. More aggressive than a prime Generaga 2, so I'd say. As you can see, it's full of chevron-shaped studs from toe to heel. I guess I was gonna say head to toe, but yeah, toe to heel, chevron studs everywhere for traction with the ground, for cutting movements. This is the kind of sole plate you want. And then in the middle, you have these kind of like, if I zoom in a bit closer, you have these like torsion bars in the kind of midfoot to the heel, which is there for a bit more stability and support when you're running. And of course, you can see this kind of like chrome gunmetal finish on the outsole, which just looks incredible. Unfortunately, it will wear off. It comes with a sticker at the top of the toe area here where it says it will wear off after a few games, but you know, that's pretty much the standard with these kind of finishes on sole plates. But let's talk about the upper. So you've got your Sudu branding on the like midfoot to the heel area. I think maybe they could work on that on future boots. Maybe they have something a bit more subtle. But yeah, I guess maybe it's your first boot, you want to get your like name out there. So the best way is to put your name on your product. So yeah, that makes sense in that sense. But yeah, maybe in future models, they probably may use a maybe more subtle logo. But for now, I get it. So the boot features a lot of tech. So as you can see, it is a knitted construction, and what Sudu called their kind of version of knit is Speedwave Plus. And it's very soft and supple initially. I've tried these on just like to see how they feel, and it's very comfortable as well. But yeah, very soft initially outside the box. There's pretty much very little stiffness to this. As you can see, very soft and very pliable. And then on the upper, they have this innovative 5D print, which they call Sensor Tech. So I'm guessing that Sensor Tech there is just to help you give like that more kind of friction and like feel for the ball, so you get a more responsive touch when you're dribbling, shooting, etc. So we'll find that out in a month's time when I've actually played in these boots a bit more. And then you have your PE molded sock liner for optimum fit and comfort. So PE, I guess, is polyester in the sense it's not going to be polyethylene. The upper is actually also water resistant as well, so that means it won't take up too much water. So as you play, maybe in like wetter conditions, the boots won't absorb more water and get heavier as you play. So otherwise heavy if they weren't as water resistant, should I say. And then the sole plate itself, Sudu are calling their spring plate, which is made out of Peba or Pebax. I'm not too sure which one it is, but this is the kind of typical material which is used in a lot of sole plates, which makes them very, very responsive. as well as making sure that they don't add on too much weight. And then on the inside of the boot is actually quite padded in the heel as well, so that extra bit of cushioning is going to help with comfort and less irritation. And also, let's actually look inside the boot and take a look at the insole as well. So it's a usual kind of foam insole, nothing too much like in terms of tech with it. It's got this kind of like suede lining on the kind of, I don't know what to call it, like the base. I don't know if base is the right word, but you can see what I mean, where your foot's going to be. So yeah, this kind of like plush material is going to help with comfort as well. And then sometimes it actually helps with grip too, so your feet won't be sliding around too much when you play. Now, in terms of first impressions, I'm very, very interested to see how these boots perform, because it's almost like I guess because it's a new boot, it's hard for you guys to like understand or understand what the boot kind of performs like, as well for me as well, because it's a new boot. But just from having these boots in hand and boots I've used previously, this boot's almost like an amalgamation of several well-received football boots. So your sole plate, you have your Puma Ultras and your Speed Portal. Well, at least the sole plate of the Speed Portal was well received. I'm not sure about the upper. And then the upper here is reminiscent, I'd say, of the Vapor 13 / the Furon 7, not the Plus model, but the initial one that came out at the start of last year. So I'm very intrigued to see how these boots perform. I've tried them on already. And then in terms of initial comfort, straight out of the box, these are very, very comfortable, very plush as well. And then like the only one that gets softer, there's that bit of stiffness, but that's more to do with like the sole plate being new as well. But yeah, I'm very interested and very optimistic to see how these perform, because I have very, very high expectations just from having these in hand and just trying them on. So yeah, but enough of me talking, let's actually see how these feel on feet. So this is what the boots look like on feet, and honestly, the video doesn't do it enough justice. Not only do they look good, they also feel great on feet as well. The initial comfort is very good, and there's somewhat of a plush feeling to it as well. But let me break down the overall fit of the boots a bit more. Now with these boots, I went true to size with my usual 9.5 UK, and the length is pretty much near perfect. There's little to no room in the toe area. I describe the width of my foot as between average and narrow, so slim basically. And I describe the width of these boots as between wide and average. So I feel that they would suit most foot types in this case. And in terms of lockdown, I've had no issues with heel slippage or rollover in the midfoot to the forefoot area. So again, it just shows you how good the initial fit of the boots really are. So if you do pick up a pair for yourself, my sizing recommendation would be to go true to size, and these boots would fit most foot types. So if you're wide-footed, narrow-footed, I think this boot would be okay for you. But please remember to account for your own preferences, as we are all different people with different foot shapes. And like I said before, for me to give you a more kind of honest and well-informed opinion about how these boots perform, I need to play them a bit more. So that review will probably come out in about a month's time, I'd say. So you know when that drops, be sure to subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, also check out the rest of my videos. I do loads of stuff. I don't necessarily just do football reviews and boot reviews. I do other kind of things within the realm of football boot products or grip socks or whatever that kind of thing. If that's your thing, be sure to just check out the videos I have on the channel. I've got quite a few interesting ones already and more to come as well. So like always, my name is Sub. This is Subsensible. Thanks for watching. See you next time.